Yeah, I'm living my best preteen fantasy. Hello, welcome back to my story. If you did not know, my name is Harley Nouveau. In today's chapter, it is time for week 6 in our update of my journey using a retinoid, Differin, if you will. It was my birthday last week. I think I mentioned that in my last video, which I uploaded after my birthday, but I filmed it before my birthday, as opposed to this one, which I am filming after my birthday, and as such, you know, I'm older.
You are very old and you need to play your age and not 12. You're an old lady.
I also got some fun gifts. I don't have too many friends, so I wasn't like overwhelmed with gifts, but I do got some ones that I really enjoyed. One of which is this. I don't know if I talked in a previous video, I'm sure I have, but I'm forgetful, about how I've really been wanting like a Polaroid kind of camera. And I now have one of those, so thank you to my best friend Jasmine for that. I've already taken quite a few photos. Let me see if I can find them. I can show you some actually. So I have this one, which is of the night sky as the sun was setting. I got this one, which was her laughing really hard because reasons. I took a photo of a photo because I'm quirky. Her dog Dolce, who is adorable and I love. My other friend, whom I shall not name because I don't want our other friends to get jealous that she got me something, bought me the Moon Prism blush palette from Lunar Beauty, which I'm really excited about because I really wanted it. And the only reason I didn't have it is because I tried ordering it when it came out and had a horrible experience with the customer service because they sent it to the wrong address and then couldn't resend it to me for some reason. And I'm like, you know what?
You're that girl I knew you were.
I wasn't gonna give them my money, but she did it for me. So hey, all I got to show off on the birthday front. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into the update. If you enjoy me and if you enjoy my content, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and add your name to the storybook that is my life. I'm always looking to expand the cast. As I'm sure you can see, I don't think much has changed. Yet again, I experienced an issue where I was peeling heavily, but then it went away by the time I filmed again. And I don't know, maybe I need to start doing daily check-ins and throw it together in the video, like weekly, if that's what's needing to be done. Because as I said, I'm not sure if that was a side effect of the retinoid or it is because of a lack of proper moisturizing, because I did run out of a few of my products and I had to replace them. You know how that works. Now there are some bigger changes to note that I haven't really been experiencing so far that I finally am, and that is breaking out in other parts of my face. As you know, if you've been keeping up with this series, the breakouts have been really limited to above my eye line for a multitude of reasons, which, as you can tell, I still am breaking out up here. However, the bigger ones are starting to fade right on my birthday. I got a huge ass one on my nose and a bunch up here, which is great, let me tell you. It seems as though the breakouts are migrating down, so I now have this one, this one, this one, this one. I'm getting one here, this one, and then I have a tiny one here. It's not the greatest, let me tell you. As far as the feel of my skin, it still feels very smooth, very supple. And again, I don't know if you can tell, for me, I have for sure noticed a big decrease in the size of my pores.
Lies, lies, and more lies, and lies on top of lies. That's all that is.
I still have some clogged ones, but overall, my pores on my nose from when I started are substantially smaller to where I can tell when I look in a mirror. And not a tiny close-up handheld mirror kind of way. I'm gonna redact this because I already bought it. Okay, I bought it before everything happened. Leave me alone. Looking up close, for sure I can tell, but even from far away, with my bad eyesight, I can see in the mirror. What's the point I was trying to make? My irritation on my lids has really just gone away completely. Thank you, Vaseline. And the severity of the zits that I'm getting, like I said, has been a bit different. The one on my nose, I get like once a year. I don't know if that's like an impacted blackhead or what the hell happens there, but it's a different kind of zit. I've said that before. I would define a lot of the ones that I'm getting as like cystic in nature, not on my forehead, but everywhere else. So that has been an adjustment for sure. I'm also noticing for me that I naturally have oily skin and it doesn't seem like my oil production is really over the top. since I've been on adjusting to this routine, it really seems like the oil control is getting regulated a bit more. So that is a pleasant experience to note. Getting up close, struggling with the white balance again. That's pretty much what's happening with my skin on the close-up. Again, I should point out that the pinkness has toned down quite a bit versus what it used to compared to my normal skin. I still struggle finding a foundation match because my face, my erythema, redness, is usually a chore to overcome. I did change up the way that I was using the Differin in my skin routine, because prior to this, the first 5 weeks, I was cleansing, putting on the Differin, letting that sit for 30 minutes, and then moisturizing on top. But Dr. Dre on YouTube recommended doing it in a way where you moisturize first and then put the Differin on top. It's called buffering. Studies show that it doesn't really detract from the efficacy of the product per se, but it does make it easier for your skin to acclimate, so it's not as harsh, especially if you have sensitive skin and you don't experience many of the negative side effects. So I'm giving that a try, and I've been doing that for a week now, and I have to say, I feel like I have noticed a bit of a difference in how I'm reacting to it. It also seems like, the product applies better when your skin is moisturized underneath. I think it is important to note, if you've been watching this because you want to see what potentially happens and you yourself are curious about starting this routine, and let's face it, nobody watches me, so I doubt there are that many, but if you're there, you're seeing what's happening to my skin physically, but I don't think enough people talk about the psychological effects of starting a retinoid program, if you will. Psychological, like it's that dramatic. Everybody knows, especially teenagers who suffered with acne, that it can be very stressful, and it can play a very big part in your self-esteem and your mental health, because people who struggle with acne feel as though they are ugly, that they are disgusting, and they are not desirable. I have to say, doing this routine has really reawakened a lot of that insecurity in me. At first, it was not a big problem because, like I said, I don't care how other people see me in going out in public. I mean, I'll still go out in public like this. However, I care, especially last week around my birthday when it was getting really bad, the breakouts like on my nose and on my forehead. I really just felt like crap. I did not want to look in the mirror. I was disgusted at what I see. I could not stop staring at my face in a bad way. I could not stop touching my face, which is definitely not good for your skin. So this whole process can be very taxing in that regard, because it's a 12-week program, bare minimum. It takes 3 months to really adjust, is what they say. It's a commitment, for sure, and it changes a lot about your skin, and not always in a positive way. Like I said, breakouts are very common. Now, you shouldn't go from having like no breakouts to pizza face, but I've always had breakout prone skin, and only last year did my skin quit breaking out as much because I finally adopted a positive skincare routine. However, I still had my shortcomings, and one of the things that they did talk about with this program is that it would bring a lot of the acne to the surface. And they were right. Word of caution, if you are somebody that is looking into starting this, just take really good care of your mental health. Be very aware of the repercussions of your actions and what it is going to do to your face, because it really does put you in a bit of a dark place if you're not prepared for it. That's pretty much all I have to say. Skin's feeling great. Apart from the acne, I think my skin's looking pretty good. Like, look at the parts that don't have a breakout and tell me she's not looking fierce. You can't. But that's pretty much all that she wrote in today's chapter of this story. So with all of that being said, as always, I am Harley Nouveau, and I wish each of you every happiness until our stars next align. Would it be stupid if I took a photo of me before?